Let's go adventurizing. Adventurizing. Come on, let's go adventurizing.
This is a definite oasis.
Okay, so after years of waiting and weeks or months of preparing, I'm finally leaving for Death Valley. Heading for the Saline Valley, racetrack, Warm Springs, and the dunes. And it's 4:30 now, and I'm headed out into LA traffic, which is going to be miserable. But anyway, I'm finally leaving. I'm happy about that, so yay. Let's hope it's a good trip. Oh, the joys of living in Los Angeles. Nothing better than escaping this place.
Luscious Lorelei, she's got me thinking I love you. Luscious Lorelei, she's got me thinking I do. We stop off for the night in a ghost town that's not on the map. Lay by the fire, she falls asleep on my chest.
All right, it's late. I made it to Red Rock. Gonna pass out here for the night. And we almost got stuck. We drove up a wash with some really big, tall cliffs where the sand had been sheared from flash floods. And it was very soft, and I just had to keep trucking through there. I couldn't stop or I would have got stuck. The Milky Way is probably going to come up right over here. I might get up in the middle of the night and film that. Otherwise, I'm going to get up early and head out to Death Valley tomorrow, so hopefully everything goes well. Okay, so we made it through the night. Barely. Got up at I don't know what time and tried to film the Milky Way, and it just wasn't working. It was just straight up in the middle of the sky, and there was nothing to frame it with, and just didn't turn out all that special. So actually we camped out over here a little bit. And of course it's screaming hot today. The pressure-fed camp shower that I made worked exceptionally well. I've got it mounted in the back. I just run the hose out, do about 30 pumps, and it was enough to wash my dishes and hose myself off this morning, and that felt really good. Anyway, we're leaving here and heading for Death Valley. All right, that's where we camped last night. We're gonna try to get on this road without getting killed. We're flying through here. I'm gonna let you see the beautiful red rocks as we drive by. Get my head out of the way. Ain't that pretty? That's some serious birdie. Lights nuts. Oh, just keep it on the highway. All right, so we just burned a quarter tank of gas going 30 miles, and I'm trying to figure out if there's a problem or if it's just the heat, the weight, the wind, and everything else. But that could be a serious problem if we run out of gas in the middle of nowhere. Good thing I brought the bike. All right, so we've gone about 22 kilometers in about 20 minutes, and I'm down a quarter of a tank. This is getting really stupid. The check engine light is on because I disconnected the O2 sensor to see if that would help. It just triggered the sensor, or the check engine light. Anyway, I'm about sick of this. I'm gonna go anyway. Hell with it. This is like the third time I've tried to do this trip and something's come along and messed me around. I'm going. Okay, in an odd turn of events, I cleaned some connections on my injectors and plugs and a couple other fuel emission things, and I got my gas gauge to go up. It was past a quarter tank, and now it's jumped. So I'm feeling a little better, but I don't know if the gauge is just squirrely. We did put 2.5 gallons in from Pearsonville to Alancha. So this is kind of the point of no return here. No cell service, no nothing beyond this point. Anyway, wish me luck. Okay, just forget all that. Damn thing went back down again. So, who knows? All right. I got a little bit of a surprise here. We have lucked upon Boxcar Cabin. It is an amazingly beautiful spot here in a forest of Joshua trees. Of course, you can't see it because of the sun, but whatever. I've heard about this place, but I didn't know it was on the way. And it's empty, so I might just stay here tonight. Won't be needing the stove. Too bad they don't have an air conditioner. Well, this is what I woke to. They have completely sprayed this entire sky white. They started in the middle of the night. I caught some of it in the time lapse. And these clear lines, long enough, will dissipate to have complete cloud coverage. This is insane. Okay, so we're held up at the boxcar cabin. It was a wonderful surprise. I didn't count on it being here, but it is. Having some nice coffee and some breakfast, and gonna play a little music later. We stayed up all night long shooting time lapse, and the camera just failed for no reason in the middle of one of the most beautiful shots. It would have been so amazing. The Milky Way was right there. I had the cabin all lit up. I set it, went to sleep, got up to check it, it shut itself down. So I got little bits and pieces here and there that might turn out all right. Heading out to the racetrack a little bit later if we can get there. Their gas situation. Anyway, so good so far. The artwork and inscriptions in here are some of the most interesting part of this place. This is probably my favorite section here. There's quite a lot said about Stinky shooting the stove. Damn, Stinky. When everything we have been told is a lie, truth is the crazy conspiracy theory. I don't know who Ultra Klutz is, but he looks pretty cool. his soul is three. Ambient smells of past tense vomit, sex, cornflakes, and beer. Through the rotted, drafty window, I plan escape from here. I've paid my dues in triplicate and saved all the receipts. Fear and desperation were not in the brochure. Record company Unix piss out every fire I light. Just enough left to cling to, save that round my throat. Faith betray me now. Faith betray me now. Faith is my two-edged sword. I'm sliding down, waiting on to walk onto the cold moon. I'm not through. I said, faith is my two-edged sword. I'm sliding down, waiting on to walk onto the cold moon. Midnight, I'm not through. Right. Faith betray me now. Yeehaw! All right, I'm going to show you a survival trick that you can do if you are in the wild and you do not have a knife to cut your banana for your cereal. It's very simple, all right? You take the banana, you peel it down like this, all right? And then you just go like this. And voila! All right, we're at the Boxcar Cabin in Death Valley, and this is a song called Drone.
slave to sleep. Part of the machine rise, defy or drone, authority lies. Just thought I'd show off my kitchen gear bag here. I've been working on perfecting this for a while. Most everything I have is stainless steel. I got my silverware bag here with a couple of mess kits and filters, cups, and wine cork and stuff. And here I have my spices and oils and extra fuel and candles, and this is where I store all the stove, and it all just packs up nice and neat. I got a nice mess kit here. It's all stainless. Don't laugh at my Dora plates. That's for my little girl. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but in here, it's my MSR pot, and I have parts of other mess kit in there, a little frying pan, and then some cups and stuff. All fits nice and neat in here. Now in here, I got some disposable plates, but I also have some really nice stainless plates and another frying pan there. And this is my stainless road cup. And this stove has been one of the best Jeep camping stoves ever. It's very simple. You just put the card in there and fire it on up. And the only catch is you can't run a French press or anything small on here because of the grill allows you to flip it when you pack it up. I'll show you here. So I made this out of something I found. I really don't know what it was, but this is what it is now. Allows me to put small things on there. And typically when you pack this up, you just do that. And you take the fuel out. You spin it around so it doesn't engage in your vehicle. I learned that the hard way because if it's bouncing around somewhere, it can trigger this or somehow get moved around in there where the gas will leak, where it's actually butane. So you don't want that to happen. Anyway, from there I just shove it in this bag with all my other stuff, and I'm ready to go. Well, they say love is all you need, but what good is that if you ain't got coffee? Okay, so another fine morning at the boxcar cabin, and interesting to note the difference in the sky. Roughly the same time in the morning, not a single chemtrail in the sky. So either all air traffic has stopped today, or yesterday was a good example of the fact that they are spraying us like bugs. Okay, after 2 days leaving the boxcar, we're headed out to the racetrack. We filled up the tank with one of the gallons, one of the gas tanks, and it only put in about 4.5 gallons, so we could make it. I'm still not sure if it's the gauge or if it's burning, but anyway, we're headed out that way. Okay, so just happened upon this hamburger stand in the middle of nowhere. Some assembly required. And over here, we have some fine ass Tres Hombres. It's the Burrow version of ZZ Top. All right, things have really changed. We've climbed up an elevation. We took the Hunter Mountain Road instead of Lippincott just to be safe. And this is beautiful. We're going to take Lippincott on the way back. Okay, so we were exploring and came across this seriously cool, real log cabin. It's an amazing spot. What a difference in conditions between boxcar cabin and here. This is beautiful. Let's go check it out. There's a sign that says Hanavirus, so hold your breath. Oh, let's walk around it first here. I probably shouldn't be here barefoot. Check out that lizard. Hey, buddy. Probably a really good place to find a rattlesnake. There goes our lizard buddy. There's another lizard. So last night I got woke up in the middle of the night. There was a rat inside the frame of my truck. right. Wow. Not much in here but rat poop. Can you even see? Yeah, I guess so. Windows are all boarded up. Yeah, I'd say this is a really good place for hantavirus. We're not going to stay here tonight. Look at that old shovel on the wall. Look at these. Man, they built this thing by hand. Well, an axe and all, but this is sweet. This is super sweet. Very well made. Another lizard. This is lizard capital. I'd rather be haunted by lizards than rats. Look at this roof. Man, this is an amazing shape. Check out that old tin. This place is awesome. Now there's got to be some kind of mine around here somewhere. Let's go explore. Check out these wood piles.
Okay, so I'm a little bit lost. GPS and the two maps I have no idea where I am right now. I should be near Keeler Mine. I just left Quackenbush Mine. It really sucks. Don't go there. It's not worth it. So I can't find Keeler Mine. So technically I've lost my mine. Anyway. Hopefully this all works out. Well, I'm completely lost. Beautiful place, but I got no idea where I am. I got 2 hours of daylight and 3/4 of a tank of gas, and I am completely lost. My maps and my GPS not helping me at all. Wish me luck. Okay, well, we got our bearings back. The wind is insane. We're right above Lost Burrow Mine, and we have an amazing view. All right, so the map tells me this is supposed to be the Lost Burrow Mine. That burrow must be real lost, because I looked all around here and I haven't seen a damn thing. The only thing I lost is my ass. Okay, so we just made it down Hunter Mountain. It took us pretty much all day, and we just ran into some German tourists that were completely lost. If you've heard the term death by GPS, they were about this close. It told them to go that way instead of the right way, and they were about 20 minutes away from darkness and being nowhere they should be in a Kia Sedona. Anyway, I got them steered in the right direction, and hopefully I'm going to make it to the racetrack. Here's the infamous Tea Kettle Junction. Well, we made it. It's a little bit dark, and it says no camping. That kind of sucks. I don't know how I'm going to manage that one, but it seems so far I got the place to myself. They don't like dogs or bicycles or vehicles.
Okay, so my military water can shower has worked amazingly well. I've got it mounted here in the back of the Jeep. I got the hose coming out. I got, I don't know, 20 feet of hose that I can get just about anywhere for washing dishes or whatever. I got the pump hooked up to it, so all I have to do is hit this about 30 times, turn this valve, and then I can release it from the shower head. All right, so I've got the head set up here. I haven't been able to wash my clothes, and these are my best desert clothes for sun, so I'm just going to take a shower and wash my clothes at the same time. So you just crank this up here. There we go. It's about 105, so this feels really good. Well, you get the idea. I'll do the rest later in private. Okay, so I want to demonstrate my Jeep cot. I'm real proud of this. It took me a while to figure out how to sleep in a Jeep Wrangler. It's been a little while rigging this cot in here. Got a Thermarest mattress on it. It's nice and comfortable, and this works really well when you're moving a lot. You know, if you're staying in one place, it's nice to have a tent and all that comfort, but when you're going like I am, this really helps. For example, yesterday I pretty much drove about 8 hours to get here, and when I did, it was about sunset. So I started filming the racetrack time lapse about 9 p.m. and I wasn't done until 5 a.m. And so it was nice to not have to set up a tent and just crawl off and go to sleep. And here, there's no camping, so you can't pitch a tent anyway, and you're miles from anywhere that you can. So that would have been really painful. Anyway, I figured out if I point the truck to the east and pop the hood, it blocks the sun like a shade, and I can sleep in a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to get in it. It's a bit of a trick. But it is very comfortable. And you just can't do a lot of flipping around in the middle of the night. And you got to remember where you're at so you don't lunge up. But I got my mosquito net here, so it doesn't hurt. I padded everything else too, so it doesn't hurt. Anyway, happy trails. All right, I want you to look at the heat wave here on the racetrack. There's a guy that says this is ether. It's Trevor Constable or something like that. All right, so one thing about sleeping in Death Valley when it's like 105 plus degrees is
you can't shut the windows, so you can't leave them open either because the bugs, oh, this place is pretty bad. Some of the other places I didn't have any bugs at all, but there's a lot of flies and moths and all kinds of crazy flying stuff around here. It's driving me nuts. So I rigged up this screen. I just cut a piece of screen, slammed the door, put some clips in it, and tuck it in. And it ain't pretty, but it works. Now that I've realized this is a doable situation, I'm going to mount this better with Velcro. And it helped yesterday when I was driving. I had that window screened up, and that helped a lot with keeping down some of the dust and a lot of the bugs. Anyway, I'm gonna retool this and make it a little bit better, but this is a quick fix that really makes life a lot more bearable.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight and learned too late they grieved it in its rage. Rage against the dying light. Yes, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men, near death, who see with blinding sight. Your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage, rage against the dying of the light. Rage against the dying.
Okay, so we've shot continuously for pretty much 24 hours. Got a few hours of sleep at the racetrack. It was extremely hot, but we managed all right. You know, it's a dry heat. Anyway, we're running out of time, so we're going to try to take Lippincott Pass in the dark. Solo. I've only seen one person in the 24 hours that I've been here. So I don't know if it's passable or if anybody's done it or what, but we're going that way. Hopefully we're going to get to the dunes tonight or the hot springs or something. And anyway, we shot some really fun yak tube video. I did an animation of it moving like the rocks. That turned out really well. Some of the LED stuff turned out well too. The stills with the D800 turned out pretty well. Still got a lot of work to do on that suit, and it helped with some of the time lapses because the Milky Way was just not working. The moon is almost, well, it's pretty close to full, and it's lighting up the sky. It's keeping me from getting any really good Milky Way shots, so I think we're going to abandon that and move on to other things. No dogs, no jeeps, no motorcycles, no bikes, no camping,
No fun. Just pay your fucking fees and leave everything alone. Now this is where the Park Service is demanding that people pack out their poop. Do you want to see this when you're visiting a beautiful place like this? In this beautiful, blooming, I don't know what this thing's called, but it's pretty, huh? Except for somebody's ass paper. And look at this. Somebody thinks that's okay. Just shit there and throw a couple rocks on it, kick some sand on it. Hey! Alright, so we're camped out just below Lippincott Mine at the southern end of the racetrack. The sun came down a little too fast. I didn't feel like trying that in the dark by myself. So we're gonna do it at, well, when we have light tomorrow. And just completely exhausted, so I'm not gonna build a fire tonight and play guitar and drink whiskey. Anyway, I just remembered I've shot this whole adventure up to this point without using any of my microphones. I apologize for the sound quality, but there's just been too much going on to be a one-man crew and Adventurize. So I'll try to break out the mics later. Anyway, good night. So Lippincott lead mine is right up there. I don't know if it's worth driving all the way up there. I don't really have time. Looks pretty interesting though. I wish I did have more time. So another reason I put together this cot inside the Jeep was because most of Death Valley is like this. Not very good for a tent. This place, however, is a little campground that's been set up by people, and there's little tent pads all over the place and fire pits. It's pretty cool. You can see it takes quite a lot to get the ground prepared to put a tent that doesn't get torn up or, you know, have a bad night with the rocks in your back. So check out this sign, huh? Well, let's hope for the best. Alright, so here is Lippincott lead mine. I wish we had more time to explore. Especially this one up high, man. How would you like to dig that? Check that out. Road's pretty good so far. Whoa! Being top heavy, not a good thing on this. I've been rocking back and forth. And when you're looking down at these cliffs, that's pretty exciting. Whoa! And this don't seem to be much either. But when you got so much gear on top, it works against you.
Beautiful place. Hopefully this will save us some time. That route we took on the way here, it took forever. I was hoping there'd be some really great stuff to explore on the way, but it really wasn't all that special. I should be using my stabilizer and microphone, but I just don't feel like it. It feels like it's about 110 today. We're up pretty high, so who knows? I mean, compared to the Saline Valley, we're up high, I guess. Check out this amazing view. Now see, here's a bit of the problem with roads like this. You get a little bit of rain, you get a slide come down, you never know if the road's passable or not. We're taking a chance here that everything's okay. Somebody's cleaned this up. That's great. But you know, there could be something ahead to make us turn back and go all the way back around the long way. That would not be good. Another one of those amazing views. Here's the road as it comes up. This is much shorter than I expected. Much better condition too. Although we did just have to empty all the fuel off the roof and the wood. There was a section back there that was kind of tilted, and it felt like the Jeep was going to flip over the cliff. So I had to take all that weight off to keep it more balanced. Anyway, once I did that, everything was fine. This is in really good condition compared to roads in this area. Man, we are too heavy to be doing this road. This weight's really messing with the balance. I probably shouldn't be holding a camera while I'm doing this. Oh! See, the problem is with the roof so heavy, if this thing starts shaking, it'll go back and forth and just flip. So I got to keep my speed down. Some of these will really jolt you. I had that happen to me coming down from Briggs once. Really unexpected. That'll freak you out when you're looking at the cliff down below. Oh! And I don't have any other vehicles with me or anyone to help if there's a problem, so I have to be real careful. I'm just hoping this part down there is in better shape, because that's mostly dirt and sand or smaller rock, which moves more. This stuff's a lot harder. So it's a lot stronger. Oh man, I don't like this shaking. Not next to that cliff anyway. Really ain't much to worry about. I wouldn't even think about it if it weren't for that huge cliff. And I've taken all I can off the roof. It's still heavy. That rack's a couple 100 pounds alone. And this suspension just can't handle all that bouncing. Okay, well, we got a problem. See this here and that? I broke the sway bar disconnect and the bracket that attaches it clean off, and now it's stuck up in my shock. That's why this thing's been bouncing around so bad. I thought it was really weird that it was moving like that. But see, this is the one that broke last time, and I welded it, and damn, the other one just snapped. So that's gonna make it real interesting getting down and getting back on the highway. I can disconnect this one and I'll be okay off-road, but when I get on the highway it's gonna be really squirrely. All right, so it's been a very interesting trek down this road. But we made it. We had to stack rocks in a few sections to keep from getting banged up. But we just came across this. I don't think this is a mine. I think this is a place where they carved out to get out of the heat. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have some lunch right here. And pick it up later. Alright, so this is the temperature gauge in the Jeep. One is inside temperature and one is outside temperature. It's in Celsius, so I'm not exactly sure how hot it is, but I know 40 degrees is roughly 100. So 54 degrees is roughly too damn hot. It's a Sharknado! That's pretty cool. So we have found an oasis in the desert. Check out this water. There's little tadpoles in there. and bones. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's bones in the bottom of there. There's some right here too. Well, this poor guy didn't make it. I hope that's not an indication that the water's bad. I'm gonna have to take me a dip in this. Boy, it's hot down here. This is gonna feel real good. Oh, yeah. Oh, this makes it all worthwhile. I was really wondering if I should come this way after dealing with Lippincott, busting up my Jeep and almost running out of gas. I still don't know if I have enough gas to get out of here. But this is nice. This is real nice. Oh. There's a crayfish in here. Don't much like my being in here. Pretty big fish too. I'm not sure what kind they are. The bottom is very, very sandy. Oh, but it feels good. Oh, it feels good. Nice and cool. I'm trying to head to Warm Springs. They got well, hot tubs there. I don't know if I feel like sitting in a hot tub when it's this hot. But this is nice. This is very nice. Kind of weird, all these minnows nibbling on my body. As long as they're not snakes, then I'm fine. Check out this guy. What is he? Looks like a part frog, part lizard, part fish. I imagine this is the watering spot for all the critters in the area. So, check out, I put my foot down in here, and these minnows are going crazy in there. I don't know if you can see this, but they're diving in there. Maybe I released some food or some minerals or something. They're nibbling on my legs. Every living thing in this area is going to be coming to this water source. Some of the dead ones too. There's another crawfish. Amazing how clear this water is. Ah! This is weird, man. They're nibbling my toes. They're attacking my toes. My toes, leave them alone. I'm going to eat you. Anyway, let's just hope a mountain lion doesn't come by for a drink. That might get ugly. I wonder what the story is on this guy. Water seems to be really good. But who knows with all the fracking and shit they're doing. But the fish are alive. Oh, the crawfish is coming up to nibble on my toes. Ha! You little bastard. Not today, buddy. I eat crawfish. Yes, I propped his carcass up for a photo shoot. Is that so bad?
like leather and bones. Check out these berries. What are these? They're growing here by the tub. Yeah, we got some green berries and some blue ones. And then some green ones. What are these? Should I eat them? They look delicious. All right, now this was a very welcome surprise. One of the highlights of the trips, despite the dead critter, poor guy. I am so glad that I stopped here. I'm refreshed. I still have a lot of driving to do to get to Warm Springs. And I think I'm gonna find another way out of here because the road here is just too, it's just washboard the whole way. And I think now that's where I broke my Jeep, was on the washboard road up at Racetrack. I remember hearing a clink and looking in my mirror to see if something fell off. And that must have been it. I didn't see anything, but it's not that big. So, anyway. The ground is so unbelievably hot here. I've been trying to go barefoot most of this trip, and it's been quite comfortable with the exception of here. Oh God, I feel sorry for snakes slithering around on their bellies and them lizards. It's got to burn their stuff. Anyway, I'm going onward. Taken years to get here. I've tried on 2 other trips before and something went wrong, and I probably should have turned back on this leg because my gas is really crazy. I just filled that thing up, poured my last fuel in it, Lippincott, and it's now half tank, and we haven't gone that far. Just took forever to get there. Anyway, I made it. Let's hope I can make it back. These guys are real friendly. How you doing? I'll let you have the right of way.
don't think I'd want to put my nose that close to that butt. That little guy's just got his nose up everybody's butt. These burros have got it made here. This place is awesome. This is a definite oasis. Is this what you call feeding in public? I feel good. It must really suck to be a dog. They can't do anything. They can't go hiking. They can't go for a dip in the pool. They can't go see movies in theaters. I wonder what they were thinking when they said it's a dog's life. Maybe it just used to be different back then. Anyway, this is awesome. So, I must have died in Death Valley and went to heaven. I think this might be the coolest place on the planet. This is the drum circle here. And this is the special wood for the drum circle. And the coolest thing of all, it has its own guitar. Just resident guitar. And a library. What hasn't been eaten by those crazy burros, you know, because they like to eat books. Okay, this poor old camp guitar is in serious trouble. I filed some of the frets down, but the bridge is coming up. Needs to be re-glued. I tuned it a little lower to take some tension off, but it won't play in tune to save its life. This guitar needs help, but it was nice. Somebody donated this. Check out this tiny ass lizard. Zoom out for perspective. He's a fast little booger. Okay, I figured out a better way to do the screen. If you wrap it around and tuck it in on the window will force it into those crevices. So then when you roll the window down, it pretty much stays there. And you can roll the window up and down, which I had clips in there and I couldn't roll up the window. But now I'm here with donkeys that like to break into cars and steal your food. I figured I better roll up my window. Anyway, I have finished the screen hack. This works just great. A nice sunset and moonrise all in one. Okay, so after a wonderful, amazing night at Warm Springs, I decided to cut and run. I was going to spend the night, but there were a couple of factors. One, the burros kept waking me up, man. They're like flies. They were everywhere, and snorting and kicking, and I got tired of that real quick. I think there's gonna be some donkey loving happening soon. It's a rodeo. Calling the clowns. The second was, it was 111 today, and it could be hotter tomorrow. It was really hot tonight. It was hard to sleep, near impossible. The wind was insane. So I figured I'm gonna drive a couple hours of this stretch. Gonna take the North Saline Valley way out, and there's a 7,000 foot of elevation, so I'm gonna try to get up there where it's cooler and quieter and get a little more rest and get this part of the journey out of the way, because it's gonna be real hot. It's washboard road the whole way. This Jeep's not in good shape, burning fuel like crazy, and I'll just get that behind me while it's cool, because you know, when the sun comes out tomorrow,
That's going to change everything. I bought 3 gallons of fuel from Lizard Lee for $10 a gallon. And the gas gauge on the Jeep isn't working right, so I have no idea how much fuel I have or how much it's burning, but something's not right. And I got to get back to catch a plane, so that's a plan. It's like 1:20 a.m. and anyway, just amazing place. I took a nice soak before I left, and the birds were dive bombing the pool while I was in it to get a drink of water. And I don't know if you can see the moon. There it is. Ha! It's almost full. Anyway, so it ruined any chance of getting the Milky Way time lapse. And I still haven't hooked up my professional microphones yet. I've just been too tired. So hopefully this will turn out. Lit with the headlights of my Jeep in the desert at 1 a.m. Well, I'm getting attacked by moths. Anyway, it's gonna be fun. All right, so check out the clock. I got here at 3:29, and I went exactly 32.9 kilometers to get to this magnificent spot, which is too dark for you to see with this camera. Anyway, another weird numeric coincidence. It's a beautiful drive, full moon. Nice and cool here and no burrows. I think I'm gonna get a good night's rest. All right, so we made it to this wonderful spot. Camped for our last night. Nice and cool. Great shade. And hopefully we have only an hour left to get out of here to civilization. Not that I'm excited for that, but I got things I gotta do. Well, I'll tell you what, having screens on this Jeep has really made a difference in terms of comfort. And the cot inside has been great. You can just drive until you can't drive no more, pass out, get up and go. No time necessary breaking down tents and all that stuff. This has been great. I don't know why cars don't have screen doors. This has been so great with all the bugs. Alright, making me some coffee. I skipped it yesterday, but I'm gonna need it for this drive. Boy, I wish I could stay here longer. This place is beautiful. Although it's hard to tell in all these trees. But a huge difference between being on the Saline Valley floor and up in these hills. Wow, much cooler. Alright, we're just about done with this. It's amazing how things change in just a matter of miles and a little elevation. Such a beautiful place. It was an amazing trip. Really needed 2 weeks for this, but it was nice to get done what I did. Alright, just when I thought the adventure was over, we find this really cool mine ruins. I'm not sure what this one's called, but
we're going to explore a little bit. Oh, this is awesome. Check out the shaft. The sun's just right. You can see all the way down. Don't you want to just go down there and see what's there? That is awesome. It's very well preserved too. I wonder how they got that car down there. That poor little bug. This little shaft didn't fare so well. Man, there's all kinds of great stuff to explore here. I need another day. This is quite extensive. Goes on for a while. A lot of shafts. Man, there's a lot of great stuff here. I want to spend a day exploring this. If you can't eat it or fuck it, piss on it. The old hound dog. Wow, check this out. J.C. Penney Company, Bishop, Lone Pine. This is the old pooper. I don't know if you can see that in there, but you see the toilet. Huh? Looks like the wind done blew that over. An amazing place. Another wild shaft. I wonder what they were mining here. Well, this was a nice place at one time. They had electricity. Oh man, they had it made. Look at this hot tub. And here's the stove. And this looks like some kind of oven. Well, you can see in the distance they're spraying. The rest of the sky is totally blue. There's a really cool place up there I want to go explore. Have to do that next time. This place is beautiful. All right, we made it. We're back on pavement. Despite the problems with the gas and the suspension and the time and everything else, we did it. Now check out this. What a contrast, huh? From 111 in the desert to freezing snow in the hills. Okay, big problem. We just noticed the bike rack broke. And we almost lost the bike. I took the cover off of it. It keeps the dust from getting in all the parts. And this is what resulted. I'm lucky. If I didn't have this thing locked with the cable, I could have lost the bike. This thing came undone. This thing's shot, man. Luckily I got two racks there. Almost lost a good bike. And that's my backup vehicle in case everything goes wrong with the Jeep. I gotta say, it's a soul-crushing experience after being in such beauty, peace, and solitude to come back to this mindless shithole